What's going on YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Digibyte. Those are the four we're going to be going over today. What we're looking at is Bitcoin went up yesterday. We tested $10,000, but we actually had a little bit of rejection there. You can see we're trading at $9,680. And what we're trying to see is if we can set a higher low here. If this is going to be our higher low where the buyers step back in and we can push up above $10,000. In yesterday's video, we talked about how critical it is for us to stay up above $10,000. We don't want 10,000 to be the overhead resistance and then guys jump in and start shorting it from there and we have a problem. We want to blast right up through this and try to get up above $10,500 so we can get out of that macro downtrend. That's so important for us because overall, guys, we're still in a macro downtrend. And what this is our secondary or our intermediate term uptrend. So that's why it's so important to get over top of this area. If we zoom out, this is going to be on the 4-hour time frame. You can see here, we've talked about this for quite a while, that we've been having lower highs right here. Time after time, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So for us to get up above that 10,500, that's going to be extremely important. So you can kind of see the main overhead resistance areas that I've been looking at if we can continue a move to the upside in terms of looking at this in terms of swing trading. So it would be around that $10,500. If we can get up above that $10,500, I think there could be a pretty clear shot up to around almost that $12,300. I mean, obviously there could be some little patches around like $11,000, that type of stuff. But overall, there could be a nice little gap to run there if we do get over top of that $10,500. But right now, this is our secondary or our intermediate term uptrend. But we have been in that nice uptrend here. As you can see on the 4 hours, we have broken out to the upside out of this pennant. So here's our big pull there. Then we had our little tight symmetrical triangle basically in there. And we had a nice move to the upside. Came on some decent volume as well. Ended up going up about 11% out of that. So we may still have another leg up, guys, and that's what I'm going to be looking at to see if we can get there. Trading up above our 50 moving average, trading up above our 200 moving average, which that's important. And as well, we're going to take a look at our 20. So typically in uptrends, and if you're looking at things, guys, you can look at them in all different time frames. We're just looking at this on the 4 hour. That's what I like to trade. But on the 1 day time frame, in most bull markets, you're going to stay up above that 20 EMA most of the time. That's just what happens. And then in a downtrend, you're going to be below it a lot of the time. So if we actually bounce out to the 1 day, we'll take a look to see if we're trading up above it. And you can see here we've been in an uptrend and we're up above it. We've crossed with our 20 EMA over top of that 200 right there. So now what we're going to see is if this is just a little cool down, just like we had back in here or we have after we pump in here, and then we can possibly go up there and test that 10,500. That's the area that I'm looking at the most for Bitcoin right now. I want to see, and as you can see, guys, markets move in trends. Take a look at this uptrend here out of that inverted head and shoulders. And then we had that beautiful trend, uptrend, and it turned into that nasty downtrend. And that's what we want to do. Why I like short-term trading and swing trading is due to I'm trying to capture the moves in this market. A lot of times these moves happen in 1 day. You see these very long candles. You'll have a lot of sideways action, tight action, and then you'll break and it'll be a very quick move. Sometimes the moves happen on even the 5-minute chart. So you just always have to be prepared for that. But overall, Bitcoin here is still in an uptrend. We're trading up above our 20, we're up above our 200, we're up above our 50. The only thing here is we're trading away from this moving average a little bit, so we're gapping away from it, and sometimes you'll actually get pulled back a little bit onto it just to slow down in the market. Then you'll have that next leg up, but we're going to have to keep an eye on Bitcoin here. We don't want to drop below $9,300. That's going to be the area that I'm looking at. So that's Bitcoin, guys. You get some from that, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell down low. It always feels good to click that, you know, makes you feel good. Get the itch there for a thumbs up. So I appreciate all the help, guys. I'm just messing around, but we'll take a look at Litecoin here. Litecoin's at 47.76 right now. Take a look at this. Okay, so it's a mixed bag here with Litecoin. We've been talking about for the longest time, it was around that $46, we'll call it 68 cents, that we want to hold as support. It was previous resistance. We've broken up through it. We've basically just been moving sideways right now. And what we had in the short term was a little short-term downtrend. Now we're having a short-term uptrend. So right now we want to find this higher low right where we're at so we can potentially get the next move to the upside, which would take us to challenge about 48.62 again, and then we need to get up above $49, we call it $50, and then up to around that $51 right now. But we're still trading up above our purple trend line. which is a good thing. We're up above our 200 moving average. So obviously the trend still is up right now. We just have to see which way we're going to break here. And it's obviously going to depend on Bitcoin, in my opinion. If Bitcoin moves to the upside, we're probably going to break hard and we can go up there and test that $51. If Bitcoin breaks to the downside, I'd look around this 200 moving average, see if we find any support off $44.42. It's going to be the areas. And then obviously you can see on the upside targets, we'd have about 57. If we can get over 51, then around 63 I would look at. But overall for Litecoin, guys, I believe right now it's just getting tight. You can see right here how the trend changed. Short-term downtrend. Then we had a bullish piercing pattern with tweezer bottoms right there. Then we started moving in this direction now, and we're going to have to see how long it lasts. Trends, guys, they can last for 2 or 3 days, just a little short-term trend, or they can run far, and it can be years in a bull market. So that's what we're going to watch now, see if we can set that higher low right here and potentially make that move to the upside there. So that's Litecoin, guys. You're part of the Litecoin family. Let me know down low. Let me know what you're doing in your position, and we'll move on to Ethereum next. I like that ETH's back up above 205. That's the area we've been talking about that we want to continue to trade up above. Right here, we've broken up through it. We want it to become support. It still is support right now, and we're also fighting to get back in this yellow trend line right now, which we need to do. We don't need to start having trend line breaks. So right now, kind of the same thing with Litecoin. You were having those lower highs, lower lows on the short term, and now we're trying to reverse that and have a short-term uptrend here, and that's what it's looking about. And overall, guys, macro sense, we're still in a downtrend. Intermediate term, this move here, this intermediate trend, we're in an uptrend. And it's so important to identify trends. People can joke in the comments and say, oh, uptrend, downtrend. Guys, when you start learning about short-term trends and intermediate-term trends and longer-term trends and consolidation and how markets can move sideways, they can move up, they can move down, having a plan for both and identifying the trend. Guys who can identify the trend the quickest, those are the guys who are going to make the most money. So people can joke about that and go, oh, this or that, but it's important to align yourself with the trend. That makes sense. So I just wanted to mention that as well. But for Ethereum right now, we need to continue to hold 205 is what we're going to call it. We need to get up over top of $217, and it's going to be up around that 225. Then we look around that $247 is going to be the areas. Downside, 200 moving average, which is going to be about $185 we would look at there. And then really, guys, if we had a big drop out of here, I would look for heavy support there to see if we could hold $175. But right now, we're just it's really a waiting game with Bitcoin. We have to see what Bitcoin's going to end up doing here. But it was nice that we had a bullish engulfing candle here on the 4-hour time frame, and in the short term now we have changed from that short-term downtrend into a short-term uptrend. So let's see if we can get some volume in there. Volume's a little bit lower right now. So guys, that's Ethereum. You like me covering Ethereum, hit that like button, let me know down low, and we'll get into Digibyte. And we're going to look at Digibyte on the 1-day time frame. Let me know what you guys do with Digibyte. Do you trade Digibyte, or is it more of just a hodl move for you because you see it as a good company and you just want to hold some for the longer time frame? I'd like to know down low what you guys do with it. All right, so as we were talking about up here, guys, we're getting pretty overextended. We had that hanging man candle there on heavy volume, so this is expected for us to have some type of retracements here, but we're getting to that area now. We would want to hold this higher low that we're at, and that's going to be at about 0.01971. We want to hold that as support, and that's also this area here. It was previous resistance. We want to turn into support, but what we need to do now is get over top of 0.02552, and then it would be up around 0.2655 are going to be the areas to the upside that we need to get over top of, and we need to continue to hold this 50 moving average. But overall, this is still in that nice uptrend. We're trading up above our 50, we're trading up above our 200, and this is on the 4-hour, guys. We're going to bounce out to that 1 day now, like I said I would for you for Digibyte. But you can see up in this area you had a lot of selling, and these were bearish candles here, so I wouldn't be surprised to cool down even to try to, back test that 20 EMA, which would be around 0.1712, and then it would be down around this 50 moving average. But what's nice, guys, as you see here, this hasn't happened in quite a long time. We have that golden cross that has taken place for Digibyte, and it came on a lot of volume here, and that really gave us that move. So we're just going to have to see what this does here. coins like this that don't have a ton of liquidity, they can get wild, guys. That's why it's difficult to do technical analysis on them, because they don't have a huge market cap, and things could really get overextended. You've seen Digibyte's RSI up into the 90s and whatnot before, but I mean, really here, if this is our higher low, then we could push real far again, guys, up maybe to that 3 cent area if we do get a nice strong move to the upside there, and this is our higher low. But I wouldn't be surprised if we cooled down even a little bit more. We'll have to keep our eye on that. In terms of the indicators, our relative strength, we're at about 70 right now, so we're right at that overbought territory. And you know, it really could go either way with this, with how overextended things get. You can see previously we were up to about 90 there on our RSI, so it happens a lot, and you can really have a big move even in overbought territory. So guys, that's what I wanted to say for Digibyte right now. That's what I wanted to just put out there for you. Happy Saturday. Hope you get some from this channel. I really want to teach people on this channel the best that I can. And also, I have a bunch of free videos in the tutorials there. Go check those out. I've tried to help people with that. So if you're interested in learning that, you know that it's there for you, and I hope that helps you out. But God bless you all. Take care, my friends.